Hey guys, I just feel like making a general update video. I do have some video ideas that I want to knock out very soon, but I haven't had any energy to do so, and that's just me being transparent. Speaking of transparent updates, something that I need to talk about on this channel that I haven't talked about, I don't think at all, if not enough, is the fact that I have bipolar disorder. And having bipolar disorder isn't something that I like to talk about with folks because of the immediate stigma associated with having bipolar disorder. Automatically, people assume that I'm crazy, that I am unreliable, that I am volatile, that I am a liability, that I'm untrustworthy, that I am a bad person, a bad friend, that I'm up to no good, that I must steal and lie and be a really bad person, when in all reality, I would like to argue that my bipolar disorder is the reason I strive so hard to be a good person, because I feel emotions at a much deeper level than the average person does. And so when I see somebody be hurt, I can only imagine the pain that they're in. And so I will either do anything and everything I can to take that pain away, or anything and everything I can to avoid inflicting pain on people, because I know how deep that pain runs. Also, with having bipolar disorder, I have a really tough time trusting my own thoughts and trusting my own opinions, trusting my own feelings. So when people give me a set of rules, a set of laws, a set of guides to live by that are universally accepted, I take that and run with it. I take that in stride, because if I can't trust myself, I know for a fact that I can trust laws and regulations and the Bible and codes of conduct, because in a perfect world, everyone is also universally following those. Those were set in place for a reason. Who am I to argue with the rule makers? Because I'm not, I don't trust my own thoughts and opinions and feelings. So I'm not going to argue with y'all. There's a reason that got approved, right? Where the nuance comes in is in my interpersonal connections. Because I have a really tough time trusting my own thoughts, opinions, and feelings, I will purposely seek out the validation, the confirmation, the opinions of others to make me feel more satisfied in whatever it is that I'm deciding to do. That is emotionally irresponsible, because it's putting the burden of choice on somebody else constantly. But again, having a tough time trusting yourself, it in my opinion, it is the wise and godly thing to do, is to seek counsel on a lot of the things going on in my life. But yeah, my bipolar disorder now is kind of up and down. I think I just finished having a manic episode for a few weeks. I think it started around the time that I was suspended from my job and subsequently let go of. And around the same time that I had auditioned for the first time in a decade for something and had gotten casted for things. I think that started the beginning of a manic episode, and I want to argue that that was roughly 6 to 8 weeks ago now. And while I was experiencing mania, I was posting regularly on YouTube. I was making some reckless decisions as far as my love life is concerned. I mean, I had just made a video a couple weeks ago talking about how I'm perfectly okay being single for the rest of my life. And then just making some, like, not questionable decisions, but just like, I know that these decisions are going nowhere, but you don't care. You find a way to justify it and whatnot. Another way that I knew that I was experiencing mania was that my sleep schedule was all over the place. I was perfectly okay with operating on sometimes an hour's worth of sleep, which is so funny because now I am experiencing a depressive episode, and I'm sleeping more than 16 hours and waking up exhausted, ready to go right back to bed. You know, it's crazy, the human brain. But another way that I could tell that I was experiencing mania, it's the value system I put myself in. It's never neutral. I'm never just part of a group. I'm never just part of a team. I'm either better than someone or worse than someone. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going in the opposite direction. I'm thinking, if I meet somebody, my thought process is, oh, that person automatically must think that they are better than me because they have their life together. They present well. They present polish, and I present the opposite. I present chaos, and I present disorganized. I present my priorities not being straight. And so that person is automatically judging me because I am lesser than them. But then the narrative doesn't stay victimized. It then becomes like indignant. It then becomes like, how dare they think that they're better than me? You know, like, girl, what is wrong with you? And it's funny to me now, in retrospect, when I can laugh at the loop that I find myself in. But in the moments, dude, it is debilitating. The splitting going on is insane. I only view people as good or bad, for me or against me. And I don't know if you know this. I'm nothing special. Nobody is for me or for against me or for nothing me, okay? Like, I'm not that important. And that's me being neutral. I'm not that important. Nobody cares that much about you. But my bipolar disorder will convince me otherwise. A big thing with my bipolar disorder is the fear of being misunderstood. Because again, because I don't trust my own thoughts, opinions, and feelings, I go out of my way to let people know, like, hey, the way I'm feeling right now is probably not an accurate way that most people would feel in this circumstance. And I'm letting y'all know that off rip, that I am emotionally dysregulated in this. However, there has to be a reason that I am feeling the feelings that I am feeling. They didn't just like spawn out of nowhere, right? Can we talk about these feelings? And once we find the root of what is causing me to feel this extreme emotion in my chest, we can hopefully find some compromise so that I don't experience this severe pain and void in my chest again. The thing is, most of my loved ones don't freaking understand why, no matter how much I try to communicate, no matter how much I try to explain, don't seem to understand why I feel the depth of feelings that I do. No matter how much I try to tell people, like, hey, I know it's in my head. Hey, I know it's irrational. Hey, I know it's silly. Hey, I know I'm caught in this like fantasy thinking. Hey, I know I'm victimizing myself. But I still need to talk it out. And instead of them being like, oh, she's clearly speaking from this like little pink bubble mentality that she's in and not based off of reality, let me try to understand what's going on in her pink little bubble. No, people automatically think that I am living in reality and that I am talking their reality and how I want their reality to match mine. That's not the case. I want my reality to match yours. But along the way, you need to give me some help. I can't just match your reality automatically. I can't just let things go. I can't just let bygones be bygones. I can't just breathe. I can't just do these things that you are so able to do. So can we please find something to do in the middle? But because other people aren't willing to put in effort, it leads me to be the only one compromising, the only one putting in effort, the only one biting her tongue, the only one being the bigger person. In a situation that doesn't call for someone to be the bigger person, but when I'm feeling so small and I have to grow to be a bigger person, yeah, it's constantly stretching me. And no one ever seems to be willing to meet me halfway. They're just very quick to let me know how dramatic I'm being, how silly I'm being, how over the top I'm being, and it is very painful. And so a big complaint from my loved ones is, why didn't you tell me you were going through something? Why didn't you tell me this bothered you? Why did you wait until now when all of these feelings have culminated and now you're exploding with like a laundry list of reasons you're mad at me? Why did you wait until now? And it's like, well, I tried telling you sooner, but you never wanted to work with me. I stopped trusting you. You no longer felt safe. I would bring up these problems and nothing would come of it. It wasn't until I had a laundry list of proof where I could be like, hey, this is a pattern of behavior. This isn't just me tripping. This isn't just me being like, oh, maybe I'm just in my feelings. No, it's a pattern of behavior. And now my reality is attacking your reality. Now I can't see past. Now I can't be nice. Now you're versus me. Now you're the bad guy. Now I can't fucking conflict resolute anymore. Having bipolar disorder is super fun. And that's not even like the crux of all it is to have bipolar disorder. It's just like a snapshot of all of the interpersonal problems I've been having. But I am almost at my location. Me and my puppy are going to go have a good time together. But today is, I don't know what day. Happy Monday, you beautiful people. My name is Giselle. I'm 29 years old. If you like this video at all, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, all of that good jazz. Know that I love you with all of my heart, and I will catch you in my next video.